Daniel Bryan is the new WWE champion. This is Real Honesty with John Ritland and
the Terminator?
Apparently. And Daniel Bryan is the new WWE champion.
Wait, hold on. I think I had that backwards.
What? Yes.
The Terminator.
There you go. So, yeah, Daniel Bryan's the new WWE champion.
Yes.
What just happened? What in the world? I don't know.
Something incredible. WWE managed to get Daniel Bryan booed. They did. Legitimately.
They did. We'll get to that in a bit. There will be a rant during this. I'm just going to warn you, and you can guess what this rant's going to be about.
Yeah.
So, you have recaps of SmackDown invading Raw, and Becky is going to be off Survivor Series. You know what? Nah, fuck it. Rant's happening now. Rant's happening now. I want to say right now that for the fans that are saying that Nia Jax should get injured or should die, you guys can fuck right off. Because I hate Nia for the fact she's a botch machine and is only there because, you know, she's related to Dwayne. But Nia does not deserve to be injured or to die because of this. Because she is a human being. Now, there are certain people that were pieces of shit in the wrestling business. Warrior, Hogan, all that stuff and everything, and others. But now I'm going to really go in on Nia because Nia deserves to fucking be fired over this. Now, I know accidents happen. Wrestling isn't ballet, all that bullshit, all that. Yeah, great. Oh, well, where is this anger for Seth Rollins? Seth Rollins got so much hate for what he did to Cena, for what he did to Sting, for what he did to Balor. Sting said it wasn't his fault. Cena said it wasn't his fault. To be fair, Rollins couldn't see Cena, so that was the problem. Balor even said it was his reason, or it was his fault that his shoulder, you know, he was the reason that his shoulder did what it did. Because it was his fault. Now, I'm not saying Seth shouldn't get some of the blame for it, but let's go back to Nia. Numerous people, the fact that and I'm trying so goddamn hard to not be angry, I'm sure that she got bullied repeatedly in her life for her size and stuff like that, but some people at certain sizes are not meant to be in the wrestling business. But let's take a look at those that are kind of her size that are. Piper Niven, you know, Viper. She's really good. Vanessa Craven is somebody that is a giant that was in the, a big woman. You know, tall and, you know, bigger than other women. That was in the Mae Young Classic that could be hired. You could literally get anybody else to be a member of the roster as opposed to Nia. Why the fuck do you need Nia there? Why? Because you gotta please The Rock? You don't need The Rock anymore. You don't fucking need The Rock. And Nia does not deserve the spot she's gotten. She did not deserve the spot she had against Alexa. She did not deserve the spot at Mania 33. And I wanted to root for Nia. I wanted to say, you know what? Accidents happen. The stuff with Bayley, the stuff with Ember, the stuff with Alexa, the stuff with Zelina. Thank God Zelina came back on tonight's SmackDown. Thank fucking Christ she did. But no, they need to fire Nia. Because if you saw that punch at all, I don't know if it was because it was Becky or because Nia is just straight up upset that anybody, like a three-legged gazelle that's rotting, could actually be a better worker than her. I don't know if she's just upset at anybody, but honest to God, Nia needs to be fucking canned right now. Same thing I said about Brie. Now, people can say, oh, Ronda injured Alexa, this kind of stuff. Well, you know what? That was in a wrestling match. And Alexa has already been prone to injury anyway, and I'm not saying that's Alexa's fault. Ronda should be reprimanded for that, but she won't be because of star power. What does Nia bring to the table? Besides a bigger catering bill. Seriously, what does she bring besides that? I have no issue with Nia as a person. She's just not cut out for this goddamn business and deserves to be canned immediately. We could have had Becky versus Ronda with all this great build. No. That's undercut because Nia decided to be stupid and punch somebody that is 10 times more talented than she could ever hope to be. So yeah, Nia should be fucking fired, and I hope she is. Eventually. Maybe bury her repeatedly, have her destroy the Survivor Series and that kind of stuff, and then maybe that'll happen, and maybe Nia can go away and do whatever the fuck else she does. Like maybe get better in a goddamn, you know, in some kind of other avenue. She ain't gonna get better in the ring because guess what? She wasn't good on NXT. She wasn't good when she got called up to the main roster, and she's gotten worse. Now, is she a legit monster? Yes. But she seriously has the fucking mobility and ability of a goddamn couch that's been left out in the goddamn rain for about 10 days. Fire Nia Jax is all I got to fucking say about it. And Becky, I hope she makes a full recovery. That's all I got to say about that. Back to the review.
Hello.
Right. Hand puppets are back. Then we have Styles and Heyman talking. See, all this stuff's kind of negated.
I had to tag in the hand puppets there. My hands are getting tired.
I'm sorry, I went off a little bit. Styles and Heyman had a war of words, which kind of gets negated for all this. But then Daniel Bryan comes out, because Heyman brings up Daniel Bryan's name.
And AJ brings up Daniel Bryan's name.
And then Daniel Bryan brings himself up. Out to the ring, I mean.
Yes.
And he doesn't want Styles to say his name, because he is not a fan of Velveteen Dream or the Destiny's Child song.
Mm.
And
I get both of those references.
It's kind of scary. Kind of scary how old I am with that.
But Destiny's Child was like early 2000.
The very late 90s too, I think.
Mm.
But Bryan doesn't want Styles to say his name. He says, "What, Daniel Bryan?" And they start fighting each other.
No, he says, I wanted a reason to punch you in the face. Now I have one. You say those two words one more time. What, Daniel Bryan? And then Daniel Bryan punched him.
He did.
It was glorious.
It was. Bryan and Styles had a massive, well, decent-sized brawl. And of course,
it was about a mid-sized brawl.
Yeah.
It was the IC title of brawls.
And then Shane was yelling, "Calm down!"
This is how you calm people in an emergency, right? You yell at them panically. This is not an emergency! Why are you screaming?
That's basically it. But then Shane backstage...
Shane McMahon, the best in the world.
He is the sweatiest McMahon in the world also. But backstage, Styles is trying to attack Bryan. Fortunately, Paige got out of the way, because she can't take any more impact to her neck or she'll be paralyzed. And thankfully, that didn't happen. But Styles versus Bryan tonight for the title. And then we get Almas with Zelina Vega. Thankfully, she's back on TV versus Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy pinned Andrade Cien Almas.
Why? Why is Andrade Cien Almas a jobber?
And I know some of his matches have been competitive. I know he has to lose some of them for plotline purposes. And
How many has he won?
He has not won a lot. But I'm just saying, with some of them, I got your point about saying he was competitive. The problem is now he's losing to Jeff Hardy that has no business beating Andrade Cien Almas.
He should be at the point of his career where he's putting over Andrade Cien Almas, not burying him.
And it's not that it is creative doing it. It's not Jeff Hardy.
I know.
But
that's the thing. So
right.
You should be bringing up the younger talent, not pushing them down. This is SmackDown, not Raw.
This is not WCW. Even though this booking was kind of very much like WCW where they're changing everything. We're 5 days away from Survivor Series. So one night a year where Raw and SmackDown go head to head, by the way.
Yeah, and apparently this is the only 2 weeks of the century where they couldn't figure out what the fuck they wanted to book.
They had no idea what they're doing. They just added people to the matches tonight.
Well, I swear after Crown Jewel, it was, oh fuck, Survivor Series. Vince.
What? Just throw some shit out. Anyway, Jeff Hardy is going to be part of Team SmackDown now because Daniel Bryan's off the team.
Mm-hmm.
Andrade should have won. But they need to do something great with Andrade leading into the Rumble and leading into Mania. He should win a title at Mania, the U.S. title.
Yes.
And then we have Nakamura, who is really phoning it in. And that was funny because he said that Rollins broke his heart. And that was good stuff.
Oh, by myself.
He's so lonely.
So lonely.
I mean, Team America, we had to do that.
Yeah.
Miz versus Ray. If Ray lost, he would be off Team SmackDown, and Ray won.
Mm-hmm.
And then Orton came
from out of somewhere.
Yes.
But Rey Mysterio, he's a sharp cookie. He's been around the block a few times. He knew exactly what was going to happen and got out of the way. The Miz, however, a little confused, backs into Randy and, gets RKO'd.
Yeah.
And Rey Mysterio was already on his way up the ramp, and he's like,
I mean, now
not this time.
Sharp Cookie. Now I'm just picturing cookies trying to shiv each other. I don't know why.
Man, this cookie's full of razor blades. What kind of cookie is this supposed to be?
And then...
Oh, they're straight edge cookies. There's no drugs, but there are razor blades.
Emphasis on edge. Yeah. Ow, my neck. Anyway. All the women come out. Paige brings all the women out. All the women out to...
All the single ladies. All the married ladies. And the ladies who are dating people. And the lady who's dating a lady.
Oh, Sonya, because I was actually trying to think of who else was... No, I was trying to think of who else besides Sonya might have been doing that. So, Becky is unfortunately unable to medically unable to compete.
And you can tell just by the look on her face. And also her face.
Yeah. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, you know what? If she's got a fracture or something like that needs to get taken care of, fine. Let's get it taken care of. I won't fault creative and WWE for not keeping the match going.
If she really is hurt and just besides...
I fault Nia 100% on that.
Yeah.
Because if you can't aim the direction of your hits, you have no purpose in the ring.
None. But Becky is being able to pick her successor. Well, I mean, not for the title. Becky's still keeping the title, which is great. But she gets to handpick somebody to face Ronda, and I instantly knew she was going to pick Charlotte. She picked Charlotte, and they hugged, and it was weird. But Charlotte's going to lose, probably. But we'll find out. We'll do our predictions later. But that was a fine segment.
Yes.
And then the New Day versus the Show Bar. And the Show Bar won. Big Show pinned Kofi Kingston in 2018. Apparently it's 2009 again.
Yeah, what the fuck is this show?
It's better than Raw. The Usos then are back with a bunch of teams. Where the Fog...
Should we talk about how the Big Show struggled to get up?
The Big Show really did struggle to get up. I don't know if he hurt his knee or if he's just dealing with bad knees, but it was hard.
It's the cost of being a giant, and I don't think he should continue after this year is up.
No.
Or maybe give him a WrestleMania moment, like have him win the Andre the Giant Battle Royale.
Again?
Yes.
Okay.
As his last hurrah. Or have him get retired by Lars Sullivan.
I like that one. I like that one a lot better. He goes to NXT just to prove he can be a giant in NXT, and then Lars Sullivan beats him.
Or, Lars Sullivan gets called up.
And Lars Sullivan wins the Battle Royal.
Yes.
So...
It's him and Big Show in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I really like that. But the fog machine was left on backstage.
Yes. Who did that? Who done that? Which one of you assholes did that? It's a lot of money. Well, I mean, not a lot of money. Just a little bit of gas and going down to the store to get some drugs. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Fog machines. Don't waste them.
No. But the Colons, the Gallows and Anderson.
The Good Brothers.
Home of the Good Brothers.
May they take your order?
Yes. And Sandy are on Team SmackDown.
Yeah!
Sandy, by the way, who was called up in April. They've done absolutely nothing with them except have them job. But they're on Team SmackDown for that 10-on-10, which could be an 11-on-11 match, and just have all members of Lucha House Party and Sandy in there, but oh well. So yeah, and then we get Styles versus Bryan for the WWE title, and it was a really good match, good exchanges with submissions, but
but John, if it was 11 versus 11,
yeah,
they'd be indivisible. They'd be in their prime.
They would be.
Numbers.
Yes, we've got them. But Styles and Bryan, another really, really good match.
Yes.
And we're going to mainly talk about the end, because towards the end you had good submission exchanges.
Yes.
And tried for an armbar, and then tried for the yes lock. Styles tried for something, but Bryan ended up after Styles went for a phenomenal forearm, he hit the referee. Accidentally bumped him. Bryan hits a low blow.
Yes. The key to defeating AJ Styles is either arm to balls or knee to balls.
Or foot to balls.
Footballs.
Like how that's a maneuver.
Anyway.
So
yes.
He hit him in the balls and then hit a running knee.
And a knee to face.
Yeah, and 1, 2, 3. And Daniel Bryan
is the WWE champion!
And
what the fuck is going on?
I don't know what 2018 is.
Am I high? Are you high? None of us do drugs.
Yeah, none of us do drugs. So what the fuck? I don't know what this means. I will be back with our Survivor Series predictions in a bit, but I'm gonna say B for the shock factor. I'm gonna say B. That's my opinion. What's your grade?
B minus.
B
I
minus.
liked the ending. The rest of the show kinda frustrated me.
You know what? Yeah, B minus is fair. I actually think I will go with that grade. Good. No. Now that you think about it, after the shock wore off of that.
There were great moments. Picking Charlotte to go up against Ronda Rousey is a match that we can all say we want to see. We want to see Becky versus Ronda more because the build was so goddamn fantastic.
And Nia.
But Nia ruined that.
Yeah, she did.
But alas.
We have B minus, but what?
What do you
say?
think? Because I got it right up here. I'm just waiting for you. Just go ahead and click on it. Right now. Give me some grades. If not, I forgot to do that.
And then,
but I don't forget to do that. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
What? You are?
We've been through this, John.
We are. I can't tell you what I did to a doctor. But anyway, do you agree or disagree with what we said? Leave some comments, by the way, and like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle, a thumbnail at the end of this video. At that. But anyways, Real Aussie with Jonn Ritland and
The Dominator.
be back with the Survivor Series predictions.
Correct.
Yes.